And we're tabling the minutes till next meeting. And jump into the director's report.
Right. So we've got parking signs ordered from the highway department. They've been delivered. They're just waiting on posts and like manpower available to dig some holes and put them up. And we'll see how effective they are. We're also getting somebody to do a quote to see what can be done about the door. Making it not heavy and making it lock, and maybe the front door. Maybe getting a ADA door opener.
Nice.
And we'll see how much that costs and where funding can come from, what grants are available, etc., etc.
Okay.
The next step for the strategic plan is a community conversation feedback session. So MLS will send somebody to run one of those. So I scheduled Christy Chadwick. She'll be here May 21st at 6:30. That's a Tuesday, maybe. It's a weekday. It's in room 218 at town offices.
Tuesday.
We'll do Tuesday evening, and I'll probably schedule one for Northbrook on like a Saturday in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Vary the times and places and try to get more people to show up. I think 2 will be a good amount, and we'll see how well attended they are. What people have to say.
Nice.
So
You're gonna be posting about that on Facebook and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get the word out soon.
Perfect.
I'm just waiting for her to reach back out to confirm
Finalize.
everything and all the details.
Awesome.
Museums on Main Street I think they had a program a couple of years ago. They do it for small towns.
Yeah, we didn't have it.
We're gonna try again.
Why not try, right?
Yeah. I've talked to many departments about where it could possibly happen. It's a little mini Smithsonian exhibit. It's Voices and Votes, Democracy in America, something like that. It's the title.
Nice.
About what it means to be a resident and participate in democracy. So COA agreed that we could use their space for the 6 weeks that the program is available.
Nice.
Which is very nice of them.
Yeah.
We talked about 1870, but the restrictions for getting up the hill and
Right.
in there, and then it would take away 6 weeks of the rental space. So COA space would be good if we get it. That grant is due May 10th, so I'll be finishing that up this month. Then I reached out to Hudson Library to ask how they managed to get Assabet to work with them, because I filled out the request form a couple times and didn't hear anything back. So I got the teacher's email, reached out to them. I heard back from him today.
Nice.
He said it's no fee, unless we want to order like posters or something to advertise it.
Okay.
So it might mostly happen at the start of next school year, which is fine. That makes sense. But we scheduled Wednesday the 24th at 10 a.m. I'll go to the school and meet with the current juniors to kind of talk about what we want for our logo. And we'll start talking about a timeline from there. So if you guys have any like logos that you really like, or thoughts about what you want to see in the new logo, like what represents Berlin to you, colors, anything, you can let me know and I'll pass it along.
Okay.
I tried to make it a Thursday morning so you could come with, but they're on a field trip, so.
It's all good. I can still go. I can
you
work
can?
it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you don't want me. I can work it out.
Cool. We had our digital literacy classes with the COA. They went well. Attendees were very excited to learn how to use Libby.
Yay!
We got them all some books, got them all library cards. We have our second run of the music program that we're doing with the Y. Super popular.
Good.
People love it. Our Eclipse presentation was well attended.
Yeah.
I was not here. I feel bad about that, but 38 attendees.
Wow.
Probably mostly because there were glasses available,
Sure.
but that's okay. We'll take it. They all stayed.
Mm-hmm.
We ran out of the 50 glasses that we bought so quick.
Yep.
And then BMS Link had extras, so they dropped them off. So we ended up handing out 95 glasses,
Nice.
which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So upcoming, we have our baseball musical show on Saturday. Next week is vacation week. So we have fire safety with Smokey Bear and Michelle on Tuesday. Wednesday, we are doing blackout poetry for teens and friendship bracelet for teens on Thursday to get ready for Taylor Swift's new album. Woo! It's the Tortured Poets Department.
That's awesome.
That's the title, and it's National Poetry Month. So it all goes together so well. And then we're doing a ring stick craft on Saturday for the little kids, or like 12 and under, whoever wants to do it. But, you know.
You want to make a
Well,
rain stick? Really?
why
Do you
not?
want more of this?
No, I don't actually. Because you know what'll happen in my house, and it'll just be a headache.
The Historical Commission is doing a show and tell on the 27th. So we'll have some tables set up with some old things, artifacts.
Historic thing.
Historic
Right?
things.
Historic stuff.
I love historic things, but I also like to call them old things. They're good. They're
Yep.
good things. And we'll have a table with. We found some very old library books that don't even have barcodes. They're so old, like from like 1900, like early
I
1900s.
was going to say, let's be careful now.
So no, they're not circulating anymore, and they'll never circulate again. But we'll put them out so people can look at them. The Friends have some old brochures and old program flyers. We'll put those out so people can see what the library has been.
I'm gonna wait every
I
day.
have
Yeah.
a question real quick. On 4/13,
Yeah,
is that Saturday?
that's Saturday.
Okay. Baseball songs and stories. When is that going to be and where?
2 p.m. at 1870 Town Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We should be good. Okay. Because the fishing derby's going on.
Yeah, it was scheduled before the Fish and Derby was announced, and it was
I know, it's so hard. They don't announce when it's going to be until...
yeah.
It's always going to be around April 13th, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and then there's also an Earth Day event happening when we have the Historical Commission show and tell.
Jeez.
So
It makes it hard.
it's hard to know what everybody's doing everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll still work out. Are you okay?
That's what I was just thinking. Okay.
It's the water thing over there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We have a beaded bracelets workshop on
Fun.
May 4th,
Very good.
which is with a local bead maker. I don't know what the term is, but
Right.
she makes beads.
What age group is this for?
12 and up.
Fun.
And
Have people already signed up?
We just kind of started putting it out.
Oh,
It's not till May, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll start pushing it.
That's true. It's right around the
soon.
corner.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that. I don't even know what day I'm at. Honestly.
Very good.
I had to readjust myself to the calendar since I got back.
For some reason, things are just, I don't know,
Yeah.
out of whack.
Must
Must be the eclipse.
Yes, truly.
Oh,
The phone was nonstop.
Yeah.
so- which is good.
Yeah.
People know that we're
That
here.
is good.
I'm glad we got to help so many people with
That's
that.
awesome. That's so good.
I got back from Ohio from the PLA conference. It was very good.
Good.
So crowded. So busy. The first day that like the exhibit halls were open, everybody went to go. Everybody had like the first 100 people at the booth get a free whatever.
Oh, yep.
So everybody went. And then they had the Ohio State Marching Band walk through the exhibit hall, and I was like, oh my god, put them on the stage. Like, why are they walking through? It was too much. But after that, it was really good.
that's a weird place to have a marching band. At a library
Yeah,
conference.
weird.
that really is.
And, like, I get why they do it because it's the Ohio State Marching Band, and they're
Yeah,
so cool
but-
and great, and they were very
Yeah.
good. But like, they didn't look like they were having a good time trying to walk through everybody.
I bet.
Anyways,
Oh my
we got
Oh,
lots of good
goodness.
ideas. Found some organizations that will take discarded books. So now that the Friends can't fill up that room anymore, we'll have to find something to do with the books that don't sell in the book sale. So there's like thrift books and Better World books. Will both, once you have a box full, they'll pay for the shipping and you ship it off to them, and they'll sell it on their
Nice.
websites for like depending on the quality
Yeah.
of the book, $2, $10, whatever, and then they'll give you a check or like credit with Ingram to buy new books.
Nice.
That's
So-
awesome.
That's really
That'd be
great.
a good way.
That is good.
I'll look into
I've bought books from thrift books.
yeah. So we'll
That's
look
excellent.
more into the specifics of what they do and how it works and
Mhm.
figure that out.
Perfect. I have a
also-
mint. Would you like a mint?
I got a copy. Thank you.
Okay.
Also did like some dementia program presentations. I think would be really good for our town because we have a huge senior population. Just like memory care activities. Doing a diversity audit of our collection to see what we're representing and what we're missing and what we could do. Those are like long-term goals. And I also got so many free books. That's just fun. And also this pen, that's the best pen I've ever written with. Anyways, I'm still going through everything I came back with and figuring out.
A good pen is hard to find.
I already got so many vendors emailing me and they're like, do you remember talking to me? And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, give me a minute and I'll figure it out.
How long were you there?
I got there on Tuesday and I came back on Saturday.
Oh.
But it was like Wednesday through Friday.
Yeah,
Like
so
the
that's
bulk of
not
the
bad.
thing.
3 days. That's
Yeah,
good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I met some other Massachusetts librarians.
Yay.
It's good. I don't know how I found them. But that brings us to the MLA conference, which is May 6th to the 7th. So Sam, Karen, and I will be going. All the children's programming is on Tuesday, so Sarah can't make it. So it doesn't really make sense to pay for her to go and not have children's programming.
Right.
But we got Karen registered today, and we'll get Sam registered. And then we are clearing out that room downstairs. Got a couple of pieces of furniture that'll be leaving next week or the week after. And I can get Ken in here to move them for me. And then we started brainstorming how we can move furniture around and might add some shelving up here, move the tables downstairs, so it's not so cramped and awkward to sit up here. But we'll figure it out once we have more things cleared out and a better sense of what's going on. But we're getting there. And circulation is still going up.
Yay.
And we passed 1,000, which is the first time since like August 2021. And before that, it was like 2019 that we were consistently doing over 1,000 a month. Yeah,
Nice.
pre-2020. So we'll see if it holds
Mm-hmm.
and where we're at.
Very good.
Sounds good.
It's very good.
All right. Anybody have any questions about the director's report?
No, but I know we had talked last month briefly. I had mentioned something about one of my friends that does like not child care, but like kids getting together.
Yeah.
And I had reached out to her. She works at a place in Clinton, and she basically was like, well, you can send them over here. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll let them know. So she was wondering if she could stop by and maybe drop off some pamphlets. So I told her to stop in and ask. So I don't know if she ever did, but
See why not? But
that
I
was
think so. Unless you
where
stopped
that
by
was.
last week and I wasn't here.
Yeah, I didn't know, and I said, well, you can certainly ask. I don't know, so that's where that's at.
Thanks for the update.
You're welcome.
We good?
Yep,
I will move to accept the director's report as submitted.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Accepted as submitted unanimously. I move on to financials.
We got the books balanced. We got the what the accounting department had tracked for the fiscal year and compared it to what we tracked, and everything was pretty much on par. The only things that changed were I found out that the number that was in the spreadsheet for my wages was like $100 lower than what it actually was. So like, not a huge.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect anything. But if you compare this one to the last one, it's a little bit different. There was some totals for audiobooks in February that didn't transfer from like the month tab to the total tab, this one.
Okay.
So I fixed that, so that went up a little bit. You'll see a big amount for miscellaneous for whatever last month was, March, because we paid for brain fuse and there wasn't like a good place to put it, so I put it in miscellaneous. It was $1,000.
Okay.
But it is something that counts towards our like materials expenditure, so
Right.
it's not like I just spent $1,000 on paper or whatever.
I get it.
Yeah. And then just as an update, as of the end of March, we had about $9,000 left in our expense account. We have about $10,000 left to meet our materials expense requirement. The hotspots and tablets are going to be coming from the COA soon, and what they spent on that will count for our expenses because they're circulating library materials.
Okay.
So that'll count towards that a little bit, and we should be able to transfer some, or we can at least try to do a transfer from the excess wages to the expenses, or we'll pay for the difference out of state aid or something. It'll be a couple hundred. I don't think it'll be horrendous. It's not going to sink our accounts. That's all my notes for finances.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Only because I'm not sure. On the tracking report or whatever it is, do you have like an educational spot? Because isn't Brain Fuse educational?
Yeah, I'm gonna build it into next. I built it into next year's.
I was just
line item
thinking
to
it
have,
might
like,
be a
content. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll have a home.
Okay.
Next year.
Well, no, I wasn't upset. I just was like, wasn't there educational? But maybe there never was.
No, there wasn't.
Okay, there wasn't. Okay.
No. It was considered, anything like that would have been just considered materials.
Oh,
But
okay.
like she said, she's gonna, next,
Yeah.
Yep.
the
Perfect.
next spreadsheet is gonna look different.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'll have
Yeah.
different line items.
Awesome.
All right.
Very good.
Does this just mean that we're over budget? Is this gonna balance out with the rest of the year?
That one won't. That is. Can I see the other half
And
of it?
like, oh yeah. And
what line
like
item?
we're a little over with one of the pages, I think, which is.
Oh, so that is over because I did our CW Mars funds or CW Mars.
Oh, that's right. We
Payment
talked
out of
about
that,
this, and
yeah.
It's supposed to be down here.
So it's gonna be over. But it's because when I did the math, we had enough to cover everything.
Okay. No worries.
It makes more sense to pay $3,000 and then have to take a couple hundred out of here to balance everything out.
Right. That does
No.
make sense. All right. Any other questions?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. I will move to accept the financial report as submitted.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Accepted as submitted unanimously. And I promise I'll remember that for next month.
It's okay.
Like as soon as you started to say it, I'm like, I know what it is. And then consider this old business, new business.
This
Yeah,
probably old.
old
We
business.
talked about it before.
Oh yes. All right. So we're just going over the
Facilities.
facilities assessment. All right. What you got?
Does anybody disagree with anything that was in the report about the state of our building?
I mean, no, I don't disagree with the state of the building.
No.
No.
I disagree with it not getting taken care of in a timely
Exactly.
fashion.
In reviewing the recommended improvements, which do you feel are the most urgent? I said elevator and ADA study go hand in hand, I think. Restrooms, renovation, and figuring out what's happening in the attic with the insulation. And if we do or don't have asbestos up there.
Parking.
So doesn't everything cover that?
Yes, I mean pretty much everything. There were some things like refinishing the walls.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Or the floors. I mean, yeah.
The refinishing the floors.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
As
would,
long as they're not, too
yeah,
bad.
I'd love to see. Like, I think those are like the most
Mm-hmm.
important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
how do you propose to fund the cost of these improvements? Look for grants for ADA compliance.
Nice.
And I mean, we can look for grants for the major construction, but it's also going to require town appropriations and fundraising. Getting on our knees and begging.
Right.
Well, then there's something going on with the parking already. There's money
Yeah.
for the town corner, right?
Yeah, for the town to redo town center to make
Oh.
to redo the streets downtown.
I would just like say, like
I'm not submitting
Town-
this. This is just my
yeah.
notes.
town update,
Yeah.
town center update or something.
Any improvements we would not move forward with, and why? I just said the town meaning like the residents will need to decide if they want to fund the ADA improvements for this building or build a new building.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's the
That's what it comes down to. Yeah. Yeah.
like I won't
But
recommend
once-
doing the elevator if they
Right.
don't if they want to just build a new building on one
Yeah.
story.
Right.
But
No, of
once they
course,
start
yeah.
doing that, like that, this was the big piece that we would run into all the time is if we put that 13-foot extension
Yeah.
on the back for a lift or an elevator. Once we do that,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to do everything else because you
Of course.
can't just blow a
Yeah.
hole in the wall,
Right.
And
Right.
just do that. We're gonna have to redo the electrical. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
redo it. So that is gonna become a very large project. So it's
It's an all or nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So might be a little bit of a
A kick in the butt.
yeah, but that's okay because it might be what's needed.
I mean, if the town just wants to spend $3 million to put
Fix.
an elevator and do a little bit, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do.
Right, right.
yeah.
Yep.
An elevator isn't gonna be just an elevator. It's gonna be a renovation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of
Yeah.
course, right.
So
Anything else for that part?
no, pretty much says it all.
Yep.
Does your committee recommend selling this building or land? And I said no, because we can't. we don't own it. But I said we could look into using it for like town archives.
Nice.
That might be a workaround.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can become a historical library.
Right.
Yeah.
As long
Right.
as it's a library,
Mm-hmm. Of some kind,
then the town still keeps
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
I think a historical library might be nice.
Yeah.
They could have an open building. For,
Mm-hmm.
Volunteer run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
For additional comments, I said, we recognize that these will be costly projects. However, the lack of accessibility is an immediate detriment to many residents who cannot use the services that their taxes pay for. There are no other tax-funded services that somebody is denied access to simply because they have mobility restrictions.
Nice.
And while it is deeply unfortunate that we have missed the current NVLC construction grant round, waiting for the next round would mean at least 10 years of waiting to start the project with no guarantee that we would actually receive the funding if we applied for it.
Well, they,
Anything else?
in no uncertain terms, told us that we wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
I
either.
know, because
Yeah.
of
Which
the
we told
situation.
Kristen. We told Kristen
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
too when we chatted with her briefly.
And I mean, if we said we were building a new building,
That would be
they
different.
might,
Mhm.
but they're not going to fund just the elevator. Of
Oh,
course.
they won't even
No.
consider it until we have the land.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we would need land to build on,
Yeah.
and what I don't know if they would pay for the idea of what we're gonna do, like the engineering
No.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So we would have to do that. I mean, that's quite a that's
Yeah.
great. 10 years would give us a lot of time to figure that out, but
But if
but there's
People
still no
still can't get in
guarantee.
here for 10 years.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and there's still no guarantee either.
And
So
costs will just skyrocket.
yes,
and-
exactly. So yeah, no, totally agree on that.
Anybody have anything else they want to add to
Mm,
this?
I don't think so.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pretty much got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the things we've talked about multiple times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Over and over and over.
Yes.
Beating a dead
Now
horse.
presented with a study to back it.
Very good.
I will type that up and submit it this weekend.
Very good.
Yeah.
was just thinking, like, your taxes pay for fire and police, and you hopefully never have to call them,
Right?
but you fund them in case you do.
Mm-hmm.
And they pay for the schools, even if you don't have kids, because you want the kids to be smart.
Yeah.
And they pay for the library, and you should be able to go in the library and use it if you want to.
Right, right.
If you
And
don't
I
want to
wonder,
use it, you don't use it. But
You know,
want
if
to,
it was fixed up, maybe more people would come in.
Yep.
You know, and we could do more with it. So it's a beneficial factor no matter what.
I don't think we have anything for new business. And any trustee concerns?
Nope.
Alright, our next meeting then would be, if we're sticking with Mondays to avoid the cleaners, May 13th. Does that work for people?
Let me just double check. I think we're good, but let me just double check. I don't think I have anything going on Mondays.
I already had that on there. Look at that. Yep.
See, look at you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Alright.
I'll slide this in here. Tahan just said that they are sending out a vacation newsletter, so they'll put our programs.
Yay!
Nice.
I told you, she's awesome.
Should be nice.
6 p.m., right?
Yes, 6 o'clock here.
Just checking.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Then I will move to adjourn.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I
Meeting adjourned at 6:41 p.m.
That was super cool.